Okay, Tess, so what we are going to do now is an intermediate lesson on novelties. So out here you can see that we've got many options. So we've got different size jumps, trotting poles, we've got the bending poles, there's even a couple of barrels up the back there. So to begin with, what I'll get you to do just on the outside of the arena, trotting left rein just until you know otherwise. Yep, one lap, thank you. Okay, just heels down, that's it. Roll them shoulders back, good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go over the trotting poles. When you're going over them, I want you to look in front of you, so you're looking up. Try and maintain the same rhythm, as in don't speed up, and stick to the middle of the jump. So to begin with, we're going to walk over them. Yep. So I'll get you to just move around. We'll go with these ones. So looking up. We might just shorten those trot poles, so I'll get you to just loop around. Roughly 1 metre apart. Sitting up straight. Good, looking up, well done. Try and ask for a bit more of an effort to get one step in between both. It'll be easier once you start trotting though. Okay, next time over I'll get you to trot. So you've got him moving nice and forward here. Looking up. Very good. Get you to do that once more. Next time round I'll get you to go to the right after you go over the poles.
Yep.
Good job. Remember those heels down. Looking up. Good job. Just then, what I want you to start doing is carrying your hands so they're a little bit low. So with when you drop your hands, it sort of puts more pressure on their mouth. So if you can have your hands above his wither, so you'll give him a little bit more rein, and you'll see a nice straight line that goes up your middle finger across to your elbow. So there's a nice line where his mouth is as well. So carry your hands a little bit higher. Excellent. Okay. Yep. Good. See that nice line there?
Yep.
Beauty. So they've dropped here, so we want to try and give them a bit more rein and have them up a little bit higher. So give them a bit more rein. That's it, and have them up there.
Yep.
Okay, but he'll still drop his head like that, and there's a nice straight line. Good. Alright. Get you to walk up and do that again. I'll get you to just, we'll trot him over the trotting poles with your hands up a little bit higher, so you carry those hands higher. That's it. Very nice. Have those hands up and looking up. Good job. Don't drop them. And keeping forward, I want you to then try and walk backwards. So what I'll get you to do, without pulling back on your reins, I'll get you to put pressure on your reins, squeeze with your heels, and lean back a little bit. So squeeze with those heels. Good job, and just stop there and give them a pat. Well done. Very good. Okay, this time I'll get you to come forward again. And we're going to do what's called leg yielding. So to your left, we want to try and get his front right leg to step over his left leg and go crossways. So to do that, I want you to put weight on your left foot. So you're putting weight on your left leg.
Yep.
Your right leg here is digging in below the girth. So you're squeezing and you've got your weight on your right leg. Your left rein goes across a little bit and there's a bit of a step to the right there. Good. You just need to straighten up his backside. So pull back on the rein. Okay, this time I'll get you to come towards me. So you're going to put weight on your right leg. You'll squeeze with your left heel and we want to see that left leg step over his right leg. So just like that. Good job. Okay, I'll get you to do that one more time to his left. So weight on your left leg, using your left rein, squeezing with that right leg. Good, and there he's done it once there. And just straighten that backside up. So you'll dig your right, squeeze with your right leg next time, just so that he tries to move his backside around.
Yep.
That's it. Good job. Give him a pat. Well done. Okay. Next time, we'll start from out so you get him to go backwards. So that's it. Keep going. Squeeze. Good job. Okay. So you're going to walk in. Leg yield to your right. Walk backwards. Walk back in. Leg yield to your left. And then walk backwards to where you are.
Yep.
Okay, so you'll walk in, forwards, you'll stop, weight on your right leg, squeeze with your left. That's it. One more, one more. Good job. Okay, backwards, squeeze. Good job. Alright, stop there. Walk in forwards. Stop. Weight on your left foot. Squeeze with your right. Looking up. Squeeze your right leg. Excellent. And now pull back, lean back. Squeeze with your feet. Good job. Well done. When he does just get one step, release the reins a little bit just to give him that bit of a reward to know that he did the right thing.
Yep.
But that was good. How did you feel putting your weight on the particular side that you wanted to go?
It made it easier and probably made it easier for him to understand that he needed to go that way.
Yeah, okay. Yep, good. And when you were leaning to one side, what were you doing with your reins?
Opening up with the side I wanted to go to. And,
So it gave him a bit of an idea. And your foot was telling him what?
to go the direction.
Okay, so it was sort of squeezing him to push him across a bit, wasn't it? Alright, very good. What we're going to do now, I'm going to put out a couple of cones and we're going to use leg yielding whilst walking. So you'll walk around in a bit of a circle. When you get to a particular cone on the corner, you'll then leg yield across and then go to the outside of the cone that's in front of you. And have his front feet stand over this trotting pole. And again, we're going to use the same method for leg yielding. So you're going to your left, so just get him to come forward a little bit more. You're going to put weight on your left foot. With your left rein, just move it across a little bit. And you're going to squeeze with your right foot. Okay, and we're going to try and get his front outside leg, so the offside leg at the moment, to then step over and come crossways across the trotting pole. That's it, so
Come on.
stop there, so he's just gone backwards. So that's it, so moving forward a step, good. Alright, so we'll do it from there.
No.
So don't get him to go backwards, so you want to squeeze with your right leg only. Put as much weight as you can on your left side. That's it. Okay, get him to come forward again. Stop there, good. Okay, so weight on that, shorten your left rein a little bit. So I'll just get you to put the outside of your rein inside your rein. That's it. Good. Okay. So your left rein, squeeze with your right leg. Weight onto your left side, so you could almost lean onto your left side there. step over the pole so you're starting somewhere in the middle. Okay. Alright, so we don't want him to go backwards, so give him a kick up. Good. Okay. Alright, Martin. So hold on, he's gone back outside the pole, so I'll get you to walk around, step over the pole again. Alright, just there. Good. Alright, so we'll start in the middle. Weight on the left side, squeeze with your right foot. Alright, he did move across, but there's one there. So he stepped with his outside in front, so that was good. Alright, while you're there, we'll go the other way. So try and get that outside leg to go in front of his inside, like that one. That's it there. Good. One. Try and get it to go in front of his leg. Not quite. Stop there. Alright, that was much better. Well done, Martin. We'll try and do that once more. So I'll get you to go stand over the pole halfway so that he knows there's no way out of it. So even if you just get one, that's a good start. Good. Alright, so leaning towards me with your left foot, squeeze with your right. Try and get that outside leg to go over his front like that. Good job. And there's another one. Excellent work. Alright, while you're there, we'll just get him to go the other way. So just steps with that. Alright, I'll get you to do it now. So weight on your right leg, squeeze with your left, and now his back feet, so get him to keep going. Good job. There was an excellent one just there. Well done. Okay, so we'll go left hand around the circle. When you get to this particular cone, I then want you to squeeze with your left foot, weight onto your right side, and you're going to get Martin to move across, and you'll pass the cone in front of you on your left. Okay, so same thing what you're doing just then, but you're going to get his weight to move to the right.
Yep, so
okay, as you walk.
Am I walking a full circle around both of them or just one of them?
So you'll do a normal circle, but when you get to here, you'll try and go straight, but you're going to get him to move to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get him to leg yield to the right side. Okay, so when you get to this cone, your weight will be on your right side. You'll squeeze with your left leg, and you'll just walk straight, but you're going to get him to move to the right as you're walking. Yeah, so you'll yield him to the right. Okay, so weight onto the right side. Excellent. So you've done it quite sharp there. So you've done it really easily. Okay, keep going around. Next time around, I actually want to see his legs cross over. So it was almost like he just walked out that direction. Next time, not as sharp, but I'll get you to just slowly move him across where his whole body is facing straight the whole time.
Now these are set at 90, they're 75 to 95, 90, because we've got some things.
That's it, so keep his backside straight as well.
Looking up, and what's the seat coming?
So try and get his backside to square up a little bit more.
Coming the light seat, and you're looking up.
Intermediate rider, we're going to warm up. We'll head out on your left leg, just in a walk. We will progress onto these jumps shortly. So, sunken into that saddle nicely, heels are down. Just with those hands, I want to see you give and take, so not be so rigid on his mouth, but by the looks of that, nice length in the rein. Okay, when you're ready, trot on. And straight away you picked up your diagonal. Very nice. Just try and sink into that saddle where you bring your shoulders back slightly. That's it. If you can, bring your heels back a little bit. You've got them down nicely, just bring them back slightly. Alright, when you're comfortable, we'll pick up the canter on his left lead, so prepare to canter and canter. Very nice, just tighten your reins up, that's it. Lovely seat. Just bring those hands down slightly, tighten those reins. Excellent. Okay, when you're ready, bring him back to a trot. And just as you come across, we'll change diagonals. We'll go the other way.
Where through?
You can even go around the outside of the ring, that's fine, yep. And you'll change the diagonal. Excellent. Again, just roll those shoulders back. They sink into the front of that saddle. Good. Just be mindful though, your heels tend to go forward when you do that, so try and bring your heels back a little bit. When you're ready, into a canter. Very good. That's it, you're not so rigid, so with the reins you're giving and taking, which is good. Just maybe a little bit tighter of a rein. Again, just a little bit tighter, both reins. Good. What I'll get you to do is come back to a trot. Continuing on the right lead. Just when you come around to that cross rail, I'll just get you to trot over it. When you're going over it, I want you to look forward, so not looking down. Plenty of space, so okay, just back to a trot. We're going to do that again, Em, but what I want you to do is go out wide here so that you're on the edge of the rail, so you've given him a lot more time to have a look at it. So go out a little bit wider. We want to try and maintain the trot when we go through the jump. So keep your heels down, look up, bit of a squeeze on the rein. Okay, we're gonna do that again, but next time I'm gonna get you to go the other direction. But I want to try and get you to keep your reins down when you happen to go over the jump. Okay, so maybe have a tighter squeeze, tighter rein. Even if you have to grab a little bit of mane, I don't want to see him canter through it. So give a bit of a pull back. Good, good. That was better. Again, go out wide. As you approach this time, I want to see you go back to a walk.
Into the jump?
Yeah, now, yep. Okay, good. All right. So although he trotted over that, he didn't canter off.
Yep.
This time, go that way on your right lead, that's fine. Same thing, I want you to trot over it, but think that you're going to go back to a walk almost, but not to a walk, but I want to really see him only trot over. So don't let him lead you. Tighten your reins. Slow down a little bit. Look up. Excellent. Very nice. On this next one, I want to see your hands down lower. So to do that, as you approach, I want to see you tighten your reins. looking as you come round, starting to tighten your reins, looking up. Right diagonal. Again, this time I want to see you slow down before the jump. Okay, so slow down even more. Good, good, and keep it that. Excellent, well done. Good rhythm. I know we did only continue with the trot at those jumps, but one thing that I really thought you did well was you kept your heels down. And having your heels down is like your handbrake in a car. So I did say slow down to a walk, but even then you had your heels down, which meant if that horse happened to stop, with your heels being down, you weren't going to be brought forward or happen to fall off the horse, which was really good. What was your horse's name again? Sparky.
Yep.
So we were working on Sparky not cantering after going through the jump at a trot, and by the end of it, I think you were doing a really good job. All right, Em. So you've done plenty of Bonfield bounces, but as for Sparky being a little bit hot, ideally, all I want to see you do is just trot her over. When you do trot over keep in mind, keep your hands down, keep your heels down, acting as that handbrake. When you do happen to go towards the cone on the other side, don't hit it where it's right below you, come out a little bit to your left. As you go around that cone, have your outside leg on, which is going to help you swing around or swing Sparky around, so giving her a couple of taps. And then again, as you come this way, you'll jump the jump with your hands down, heels down, looking up. You're looking towards that cone basically, and this time you're going to come around with your right leg on as you turn this direction. Okay, again, jump the jump, left leg on, and as you go this way, your right leg on. I don't want to see you rush. We're just treating this as a basic run through for Sparky, where we're trying not to get her to canter off after the jump. We're not going for time here, we just want to work on her to be disciplined and trying to trot the whole time with your chin looking up. You're looking to where you're going basically, so you're not looking down. Alright, let's give it a go. When you're ready, right on. Lean back, shoulders back. That's it. Good, in the middle of the jump. Excellent, leaning back when you go over it. Good. That's it. A little bit more rein. Good. Excellent, looking to where you're going. Out wide. A little bit of left leg behind the girth. Good. She does want to go, but you held her up well there. That's it, she's getting a little bit hot. Easy on the mount. Good, nice and steady. Well done, excellent finish on those last couple there. I know what you mean by she does get a little bit hot, but it was well done where you didn't rush her, and you could see that she really wanted to run through the jumps, but each time you sort of pulled her back, and I know you had to lean back for that,
Yeah.
but that is what we want to teach her. We don't want to teach you to run through or run at 100 miles an hour just yet.
Yeah.
Working on discipline, and I thought you did a good job. Alright, here we've got Maddie on a Clydesdale Cross intermediate rider. Just going to do some general riding today. Okay Maddie, gather your reins and when you're ready, trot on. That's it, sink into your heel.
That a bit tight? A little bit. Take him out.
Just tighten that rein slightly. Just roll those shoulders back slightly. That's it. Good to see you on the right diagonal. Change direction. We'll get you to fix your diagonal. Nice frame there. Okay, shortly we're going to get him to go into a canter. I'll get you to lift your inside rein slightly. Your inside leg goes towards his girth and you're going to squeeze with your outside leg. Very nice. Just lift that inside rein slightly. Squeeze that outside leg, inside leg towards the girth. Excellent, well done. All right, we'll go one more time. On the bend, good. Okay, back to a trot. We'll change direction and we'll canter on the opposite lead. I'll get you to try and canter her when you head towards the corner, so when she's starting to turn.
Now.
Yep. Nice one. She seems a little bit lazy, just give her a nice squeeze. Good. Again at the corner, that's it. Alright, heels down. Really sink into that saddle with your hips, good. Alright, we'll try on the corner again, just on the corner. Just as you start to turn, inside leg in, lift that inside rein slightly and squeeze with your outside, good. Okay, that'll do. We'll bring it back to a trot, back to a walk. And I'll get you to come in. Alright. Just looking at her, she looks like she's a difficult ride at times with her neck, how she carries her neck out.
Yeah.
One thing, if you can, to get her to bring her neck under, just because sometimes she puts herself in a really nice collected canter. One thing I like is when you tighten your reins, so if you gather your reins again just while we're here with her standing still, for you to try and bring her neck down, I want you to, just with your heels while she's standing still, put your heels where her girth is and just squeeze in under the girth there and tighten your reins like that. But as she does that, so she's brought her head into a frame, I want you to release. Okay, so try and get her to maintain where she is now, but you've also got to release the rein, so eventually she's going to hold it without any rein on. So there's good. So you're going to squeeze with your heels until she does it. If you have to keep the heels on while you've got her head under there, and eventually we're going to be able to get her to do that continuously also while she's walking, trotting and then cantering. Okay, so we're going to try and have her in more of a collected canter this time around. So on the following corner, that's when we'll ask her to go into a canter. So she just had it there in her trot. So you're going to gather your reins tighter with a slight squeeze. Really nice there, that's good. And you're going to use more of your hip to keep her going. Good, keep going. Alright, bring her back and we'll put her back onto the correct leg. Okay. Good. Just tighten that rein again slightly. We'll try on the next corner. That's it, correct. Looking good there. We'll try on the following corner one more time. That's it. And squeeze. All right. That'll be good. We'll change direction. I think the more of this that you can do, the better, just because she does seem to be overweight. All right, your inside leg's going to be closer to the girth. That's it. And keep squeezing. Good. As you squeeze next time round, you might give her a little bit more rein. Good, squeeze. Excellent. Kept her going there. Well done. And again. Well done. You got a couple of extra strides out of it there. Correct the right lead. Well done. Just give her a little tap there. On the following corner. Well done. Lift that inside rein just a tad. On the next corner we'll ask her for a canter. That's it, well done. And kick. Alright Maddie, so what we've got here is a couple of cavalettis. What you're going to do is sit trot, heels down, sink deep into your saddle, over the two cavalettis in a sitting trot. You're going to maintain that sitting trot for the first 4 cones. As you get up to those cones, I want you to try and weave through them. Just because she's not the best turner, to begin with I want you to actually go out wide if you have to. And then the last 3, they're a little bit further apart. That's when you go into a rising trot. So it's similar to bending through the poles, but to begin with we're going to go over a couple of jumps. Okay, so we'll go when you're ready. I might get you to do a circle first on your left lead, just in a trot. In between the cavalettis, and that's it. Okay, as you come round, you're going to start looking at the first jump. Your heels are down. Good, you're in a sitting trot and you're looking at the jump now. Trying to bring her around into the middle of it. She's had a look. Heels down, good. Good, out, wide. Skip that one, that's alright, keep going. Okay, keep trotting around. Just because she's not the best turner, when you get up to the first cone, when you're turning with your right rein, I want you to have your outside leg on.
Yeah.
So as you go right rein, you'll go left leg and you'll squeeze. As you go to the other side, you'll go left rein with your right leg and squeeze. Okay, so you're looking at the jump. Heels are down, sunk into the saddle, excellent. Okay, so right lane, your left leg goes on. Slower down. Excellent, right. Good job. I see you maintain the sitting trot there, and I think that worked best. I see how you maintain the sitting trot the whole time, and I think that was a good move. Well done. We'll just do it one more time. Again, your leg goes on for your opposite arm when you gather the reins. So you're looking at the jump, heels are down. Right, left leg. And well done. Well done, Maddie. That second and third time there, really could see that you had control of her, and I thought you did a really good job.
Thank you.
It wasn't as if you slowed her down, but it was the control that you were able to weave in between each of the cones. How did you feel?
Third time was a lot better.
Third time was better? Yep.
Yeah.
A lot smoother?
Yeah.
Yep, good. Going over the jumps here, your heels were deep, you were sunk into the saddle, so that was excellent. There was no hesitation there from your horse, which was really good. And how'd you feel with your squeezing your feet, your legs as you weaved in between the cones?
You made turning her a lot easier.
Yep, made turning easier. Good. Alright, so we can put that into a lot of other aspects of riding as well.